Yes, I am. Greetings. Greetings to everyone in this universe. How is everyone doing? My name is Happy L. Segmet. Happy, Happy Bay. Um, Getting in tune with my enlightenment within myself. Star Chaser, primordial uh empire that I am building. You know what I'm saying? Primordial power. So all these things I have learned within myself and that actually fits who I am as this being on my journey here on earth. So I came through to speak just a little bit about the topic at hand is breathing. But before I actually get into that, I want to speak on how I play a part in your world. Okay, the instrument of technology as well as social media outlets have really shown me how to stay focused on the topic or the task at hand when it comes to giving out not just the information, but the righteous information that complements who we are as a being. So it's just a lot of confusion going on, even with the age of Aquarius in its making, and how all this information and knowledge is being dropped on others, and so how we kind of are disconnected from this cosmic intuitive way of thinking or this universe principles that a lot of people really don't believe even exists. So you have the science part of people, and then you have the spiritual part of people. Although, like Brother Kaba said, spiritual spirituality is unseen science, and science is unseen. Spirituality is unseen science, and science is unseen spirituality. And this is where we come in with the research, the constant battle of knowing thyself, or really correcting the education that we have been given to thee. So it's time to erudite or erudition of the knowledge itself, because education is actually the training of animals. So in the law, it's animal husbandry, and how that is, they get animals to basically they put animals in a construct and see how they behave, be better fed to a couple of them, vice versus the others, and just different array of experiments when it comes to the battle of the fitness or the battle of the same organisms, and see who's going to step into the arena and okay, I don't need y'all to see all my little stuff like that. Step into the arena and basically cause chaos. So I'm not gonna go into that, but what I do is, oh Lord, what I do is read and to prove what I'm saying, because that's another thing we get misconstrued on books and things like that, but it's not. Yeah, it's not. I repeat, how many fucking books you read. It's what books you read and by who, just in case. This is the book I was just speaking of, because um spirituality before religions. Spirituality is unseen science. Science is seen spirituality. Oh, I apologize for that. And this book is by Professor Kaba Hayawata Kwame. Kwame. So everybody is familiar with that elder in our community. He speaks highly of not just our people, but he's in tune with the holistic value of the timeline structure when it comes to, and that's what I have came to recognize as well. Just reading all these different topics and just constantly digging in, asking questions, constructive questions, that wants to make the mind click and kind of, open that pineal gland itself to its highest elevation. So, I believe when I believe, because I've learned using the etymology of words is also very destructive when you don't know the symbolic or symbolization with certain words you use. Tell, lie, television, tell, lie, visually. Intercepting the imagination, implanting what is necessary in a formation from their psyche to interrupt yours. So, with that being said, breathing right now in this realm of reality, which would be the three-dimensional realm, although you ask me, a lot of people is walking on a one-dimensional degree of thinking as well as a two-dimensional without being the higher self and the lower self connected. It's a big disconnect. Everybody wants to be one trained line of thoughts when a lot of times we have walked all of these timelines as this being. So there's nothing wrong with you wanting to be a part of your covenant if you feel strongly that you are a part of that covenant. That's not wrong with you being a part of Islam. It's not wrong with you being a part of the Israelites. It's not wrong with you being a part of your African culture, even when it comes to Timbuktu and actually getting in tune with your DNA bloodline of who you are. It's okay to be Christian. It's okay to be Catholic. It's okay to be a lot of these things because they're just different timeline walks in different spaces that were created in that moment, in that space of time, and it played itself out. So if you do remember, awesome. Kudos to you. Just know that everyone has something to bring to the table. It's like having a fucking pie and there's no slices. And once I bring what I know to the table, my circle of people, what they know, she comes over here doing her magic when it comes to the elevation of her psyche with technology. You know what I'm saying? That's another pie. Another slice of the pie. You know what I'm saying? He over here has um a dominant role in how to network with people. There goes someone bringing another slice to the pie. So with that being said, it's just everyone knowing that your timeline played a role and it still plays a role now. So the disconnect should never be disconnected because we all are together as a whole. We just have to learn how to get our machine oiled in its righteous manner and moving in the righteous direction for our youth because a lot of people do not need to be worrying about uh, why the Bible isn't this or that. With that, this is where the Bible come from. Bam. These books, like I said, it's not how many books you read, it's what books you read. And a lot of information came from that Bible is from the Egyptian Book of the Dead, but that is the Albion name for it. It's the coming forth by day and night, as well as the Sumerian Kings list, the Enuma Elish, Sargon's story of Moses is in there. I think that's in her. Don't quote me on that. As well as I'm missing something. The Book of Enoch. That's in the Bible as well. So you have a collective of star constellation stories, cosmic stories, allegories that were printed in an imaginary source of your psyche to take them literal. Okay? So, with that being said, we're going to get into today's topic because I feel like talking. I don't do this for no extra shit. I don't do this because I have to get all these, I don't know, YouTube fame in the YouTube streets. Although my spiritual walk is realistic and it's right now and it's happening. The only reason I even do live is to show you I'm live. I'm a live living cell in its being. And I am creating my own multiverse right now in this omniverse. You know, I am on a whole different level of thinking. You are not the same 10 minutes ago. Because the only thing guaranteed is change. And we cannot grasp our minds, our little minds around anything else but what we see with these two eyes and what we can touch. We are so trapped in the five senses, and we have higher degrees within ourselves that can take us to phenomenal spaces within our own psychological being just to learn an in-depthness of how to come back and bring it into your three-dimensional world. So I do a lot of shit. I'm learning a lot of stuff. But although I love working with the body itself when it comes to the anatomy, the biochemistry of the body, the let's see, the like I said, anatomy, biochemistry, the science of the body, just in all levels, the esoteric teachings of the earliest structures of being, of walking into this earthly realm, and I learned a lot of these things from master teachers, as well as attended a master teacher schooling and still not done with that because I want to further my studies on just that. So I have learned that breath is the most important thing, or the most important gift within this body itself. And how we control our breath is literally how we can access longevity. You truly have breatharians, those who don't feed off nothing but life, because air is life, the air itself. So you breathing in this prana, which is breath, chi in China, rabuto in Kemet, it's a couple of more um, languages that expresses prana, pranayam, that expresses those sentiments when holy spirit that expresses that sentiment of our breath. So a lot of things we do daily that congest the body, you know, me being a smoker myself, you know what I'm saying, and getting in tune with how to uh alleviate or dismantle the things I do to my own anatomy of self. And it is truly a learning process because you have given the body so with the five senses, okay? You have given these unseen forces when it comes to your temple, Solomon's temple, the soul of man's temple. You have given so much power to an outside energy, not knowing that it takes a little bit longer for you to take full control of your temple from head to toe, especially if the five senses and other things that is not even within your mind space of thinking have been in control, period. So this is where we at. It's how we can control and take back the temple, this duality body in this three-dimensional world. And be able to express how we can come up with a formula to help others and to help those who are truly ready to manifest their own salvation, because there is no middleman between you and your own salvation. So let's hop into it. Breath. We're gonna talk about, because I love doing Reiki. I can show you the things that's necessary when it comes to that. Tai Chi. I'm a certified in one, Reiki one, Tai Chi, pranayama, herbology, crystallology, and I'm missing some herbology. So I'm going to express to you a couple of breathing techniques that you can do off the flip that can get you on the road to controlling your Holy Spirit. which is the mother within you. So breath itself. I take a lot of notes because I am a doer. I am a tangible being. I am an earth being. So these qualities that I have manifested within this three-dimensional realm, it has really kept me real grounded with some of the things and techniques that I use because I'm a hands-on person. I actually teach ECE teacher as well as early childhood. As well as uh, first and secondary schooling. So I have been all over the place when it comes to learning our children. And so the things that I do, I'm going to and have been learning how to implement all the things I have learned as an adult to our children. So they don't have to keep getting hyped up and having to be getting put on medications and things that we know and they know that it's not good for the body itself to sustain longevity. It's real simple. So I bring holistic, and holistic means alternatives other than just medications and over-the-counter uh, remedies that can satisfy the healing of the body. The body itself is autonomous, so a lot of things it don't need your help to tell it what to do. Like the liver know what to do, the heart knows what to do, the eyes itself knows what to do. This visual that you are giving yourself from afar is looking through your eyes. It sees, it knows what to do. So this is where the holistic formation of being come in, because we have lost our way with that. They closed the holistic schools, and I'm not mistaken, the last one, was it the 1600s or the 1960s? But they put a ban on holistic teaching. They stopped it. They said, no, herbs can't do this. No, herbs can't do that. It's a lot of people to this day believe that it's somewhat of a pseudo language. Although our ancestors have never led us astray, and they work for them to rule over thousands and millions and trillions of years. So the things of the earth is of a heavenly nature, knowing when you know in its esoteric form what it truly means. So breath itself is so powerful because once you start breathing in life itself, you actually exhale a lot of toxicity within the body that it can't do automatically if it's not getting its proper nourishment. So these breath techniques really infuses the electricity in your electromagnetic field. So just doing little small things can help you enhance this body itself. So hold on one second. So with that being said, we're gonna go into some of the enlightenment tools that I use when it comes to certain things like Tai Chi or internal discipline techniques, Qigong or detailed movement, breathing meditations for health and spiritual purposes. All right, pranayama or specific mantras, mudras, exercises, breathing that target specific areas of the body. Reiki is channeling energies to person mentally through touch or images to restore physical and emotional well-being. Also, it's called orbit cleansing. Your body has this energy around it from 3 to 6 to 7 feet, and it's always being attacked from just things in the air itself, the energies you bring around you, the energies you constantly are around. It just has these low vibrational attachments, and you have to do an orbit cleansing, and you use yourself as an activation to turn on this marvelous chi that we have that can restore the energetic patterns within us. So, okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna do the DNTNs on a different one just by themselves and show some DNTN breathing techniques to get in tune with that. So what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to make it too long, um, like I love what I do. I sincerely and honestly want those who feel not just like me, but really get in tune with the impossibilities of the possible magical tools within you to help manifest what you want in your world right now. So one breathing technique is this a pranayama technique, and it's called a 478 technique. So the 478 technique is when you take the shallow oxygen out of the body and remove it and bring anew when you do the breathing techniques. So breathing, I tell people all the time, feel comfortable as you are with how you breathe. A lot of people can't breathe or hold their breath as long. So you can start off small. It don't always have to be 4, 7, 8. It can just go into increments of like even 2, 4, 4, something like that. But what it is normally in a 3 bracket breathing session to where you breathe in your nose and breathe out your mouth. Pranayama also you use your nostrils one at a time. So what I'm going to do is do 3 different breathing techniques. One should be with the lungs, one will be with the oxygen, and I forgot the other one, or I'm going to pick another one. So these techniques are from ancient Kemetic science to where our people themselves have not just done this, but all the other cultures around the world have adopted these techniques. And these are like lost, um, in my case, because I love music, it's like lost music that has never been played. And now you get a chance to listen to something that literally changed the whole waves of your mindset and your way of living, just your way of thinking. It's beautiful. It's like the symphony came through you and to you through the music that you didn't even know was out there. And that's what I'm going through right now. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot that we can be doing as an individual to turn inward to learn all about the marvelous um, things going on within the body that cannot you can heal yourself, but take back the traditional way of doing the things when it comes to our body and it's our traditions, how we even eat, how we even store food, how we meditate, how we praise our gods and goddesses. Just a list of a lot of our own holy days that we can be celebrating. A coma or coma, if I'm not mistaken, is the equivalent to Valentine's Day, but that's where they got it from. And Valentine, I'm not even gonna get into that. So, with that being said, just get back into not back, but move forward from looking back. And how can we implement them structures of being and pull it forward right now? Because we can do it. We can do it. It's all about 1, 2, and stop being complacent. Cognitive dissonance is real. So, with that being said, 4, 7, 8. What you're gonna do is breathe in 4 seconds, hold it for 7, and release it for 8. So, on the count of 3, with my fingers, we're gonna breathe in for 4, and I'm gonna use my fingers so you can see. So, one more time. 478. Pranayama Technique removes the lower, shallow oxygen within the body itself and replaces it with a new oxygen. Okay, so that's one. The lungs, which I have my notebook on hand and fun facts right now. Let me go into this right quick because I'm gonna do that another time. Like I said, the NTNs, as well as we can go into the powerful healing with sound. I got all my little sound instruments. Even have my tuning forks. The body is electric. Um, this is another thing I will perfect. Tuning the human biofield. Man, this is how powerful the body is and how it can really stimulate the kingdoms of the heaven right here, right here. So I'm just going to find this breathing technique. And what we should be really doing is meditating on higher degrees, on how we can use our patience, our wisdom, the knowledge, the ways of the old to bring a new or forth something that we can be creative with and to basically pass it to generations to come. Because, like I said, the children are who is most important and they deserve that, man. They deserve it. So, what did I say? I said the lungs. So, we can even do, because people are really not in tune with breathing, period. And it's a lot of things that you can just look up just to see for yourself, which are scientific proof. Now, I'm not saying that, let's just throw science out the window. What I'm saying is you have to bring them together as a whole. You can't separate anything. Ain't nothing separated on this earth anyway. It's the illusion of the separation on all levels. All levels. All levels. It's the illusion of separation. Trust and believe that. So, back to it. We're going to do one with the thyroid glands. And what the thyroid glands is produce thyroxine. And removing toxins, you breathe through your left nostrils for 3 seconds and breathe out your right nostrils real slow, and vice versa, halfway through, breathe out. So basically, you're going to breathe in for 3 seconds through your left nostril. You're going to breathe out your right nostril as slow for probably just them 3 seconds, but until it's done. And then you start it and breathe in with the right nostril 3 seconds and then let go with the left. And this is to produce thyroxine as well as move toxins from our thyroid glands. Okay, so here we go. We're going to breathe in the left nostril 3 seconds. Breathe in 3 seconds through the right nostril. And vice versa. So that as y'all, like I said, these things help, these things are prominent, these things are guaranteed to work. This is what you call money back guarantee shit. And you can't lose because you're doing it on yourself. You're practicing on yourself. Know thyself, as above, so below, as within, so without. Know thyself. That's what you are doing here. This is truly just life is but a dream. And this experience that you are having, the soul itself is walking in um this physical form, just experiencing it. But it's not who you truly are. So one more, we're going to do one for the lungs. And this is for all the smokers. You do this with the lungs, and what you want to do is just, you can use them, you put them on your knees if you want, and you can put them also right here And you want your back to be straightened as much as possible without straining yourself, because you can't hurt yourself doing these type of exercises if you are not aware of what you're doing and the strength that you really truly have, or the power you truly have. So you can put your hands like this, or you can also put your hands like this. I prefer to put my hands like this. It's more comfortable for me. So as you do, you just breathe deeply through your nose. Tilt your head back. Hold it. You want to feel all this right here. No straining. Breathe out. Breathe in again. As you can see, that is, wow, I wasn't expecting that. As you can see, it works. It's bringing up everything of a toxicity to the lungs itself. You do these things in a 3, 7, 9 time pattern. Try to look for the numerology numbers that or consider angel or angles of light numbers to like 777, 1111. You can do your own correlation of the time lapses in between your breathing. And once you get more in depth and more in tune, it's certain ones that you can do that has a certain outcome that you want. So, man, I'm telling my people, get with it. But although until then, you can get at me. I am happy to assist you. I do astrology. That's what it is. It's astrology in the Midwestern accent, although it's astronomy as well as cosmology. Like I said, once you start learning the back door of these things, you got it. You got it. All these biblical texts and all this fancy smancy things that they want you to believe in. It's strictly talking about the body. It's the making of the temple. It's just they don't want you to know that and how powerful you are with your 9 DNA series. I tell you that, yes. So if you do want to contact me or get in tune with me, I also do the astronomy charts, your natal charts. You have worksheets that you can work with on your own. Thing about me, I don't just show you, I do it for you. I show you how to do it at home. Numerology charts. Numbers are very important. Your numbers that you were born up under has significance frequencies that you are not aware of. Get in tune with yourself, as well as auric cleansings. And I show you exactly how to do that as well. So I know I'm forgetting some crystallology. I put together things that you need when it comes to your body itself. Just know all these tools that we do use is just an enhancement, especially those who are working off these five senses thinking and moving into a higher perspective of self themselves. Yeah, it's some, a lot of these stuffs are needed. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of what they tell you, these things work. They work. I am living proof, and I know my ancestors back me up. I ain't never by myself. I thank them. I welcome them. I have gratitude for my celestial foremothers and fathers. You know, the primordial energies of this earth, the four corners, the four languages of life. I'm with it. I'm with it. So I respect it. And I show gratitude that they show me honor and gratitude. So with that being said, you want to reach me, Universe Soul, SOUL thanking at gmail.com for a consultation. And we can start working on your own personal star map. So in the star map, I literally put together 7 days of the week, being the seven main planets, the seven temples, the seven churches, your body, and how I put your numbers and everything around you itself, even with the magical uh, sensations of symbology, and give you these breathing techniques, things from Monday to Sunday to do just according to you directly, not my star map, your star map. So fox with me. I got you. Peace, love, and energy. Y'all know, salute from me to you. Straight up.